2, 1. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Hair the Dogcast, a very special episode.
Ooh, why is it so special, Tom?
It's our Dirty 30.
Oh, it's our stanking Dirty 30.
We made it. We made it to 30.
Woo-hoo!
Yeah.
You hear that, folks?
I think so.
Well,
yeah.
We did it. We did that, and now this is that, so...
Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us. This is Hair of the Dogcast. I am Tom Wagner, one of your hosts, and this is...
Joshua Miller.
Josh, it is a pleasure, sir,
It is
to be
a pleasure,
here
Tom.
with you
Oh, thanks,
today.
babe.
How you been, man?
I've been good.
It's been a while.
Yeah,
you know?
it's been a little bit... traveling. I was traveling this
You were,
time.
yeah. How dare you?
I
It's
know.
not as fun as it seems
I know.
usually. Yeah. Did you go anywhere fun? Should we get right into
Yeah,
that?
you guys ever been to Vegas? Las Vegas?
What?
Las Vegas.
What?
Depending where you're from.
Yeah. Vegas.
Yeah, Vegas.
Dude, I've never been to Vegas, so please.
It's worth the see. It's worth it. I'm not a big gambler.
Yeah.
But
You're not. Why not?
I'm just not.
Okay.
However, it did come up $120. It's better than most people out there.
That's awesome. Good job.
Cough.
Good job.
Other people.
Did you see any shows?
I did see the Blue Man Group.
Okay.
That
sure.
was fucking awesome.
Sure.
Really cool.
You know, you could be a blue man. Get a
I-
little blue ink, get like a blue Sharpie or something. And
But what's a blue man without
You can just, like,
a
pound
group
on
of
things?
blue mans?
That's true. Yeah.
So yeah. Blue Man Group was really cool. Hit up 3 different breweries when I was down there.
Excellent.
Yeah, I did what I could. I was on foot the whole time. We're taking
Yeah.
lifts to spots. You know, we didn't have a vehicle.
So are there a lot of breweries in the Vegas area?
There's about 7-ish.
So okay,
I'm
that would
gonna
be
say-
that would constitute a several.
7-ish.
Seven-ish.
So it might be 8.
Okay.
But like
You hit the heavy hitters.
yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't think any of these breweries really jump out that much.
Okay.
But my favorite one was Hop Nuts.
Hop nuts.
I walked there. It's about a mile-ish off the old downtown strip
Yeah.
off Fremont. So, and I stopped by the Pawn Stars place, checked it out. It's a thing.
Yeah.
It's just exactly what you see in the clips of the show.
Did you meet Rick?
But-
Did you meet Chumley?
Nobody was there.
Nobody was there?
Chumley was doing stuff I cannot speak of, and
Okay.
it was all weird.
This is a family show.
If you've ever seen what Chumley does is... I haven't watched that show in a couple years.
Yeah.
Cool stuff, though. A lot of cool stuff. You can buy a weird mummy face thing.
Okay. Right on.
A pharaoh mask thing is like $57,000 if you got that laying around.
Oh, pocket change. Come on.
Yeah, I thought about buying it or taking it, but I mean...
Did you meet the girl that does all the book, Rebecca? The book
See, I didn't even know what that is.
lady? Yeah. She's like one of the experts that come on the show. I think I had a crush on her once.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I didn't see her. I don't think she was there.
She could read.
Place that was cooler than that was the toy store across the street.
Okay.
Went and made some buddies with some Ninja Turtle fans over there.
No.
Eh.
You got to do what you
Hey,
got to do.
hey, it was more my steez than the
Yeah.
Pawn Stars. I don't want to buy knockoff watches.
So are you guys
Stuff like
comparing
that.
toys? Like, oh man, I got this super
Yeah, he's
rare
like, I
Raphael.
got this big jar of turtle dicks. You remember the meme that everybody posts on everybody's thing, the
Yeah.
pickles and okay, so yeah,
Turtle dicks.
That guy got a lot more shit than I got.
What? That is not possible.
Oh,
This is not possible.
no, I know people in these fucking Facebook groups that have like rooms twice this size, full from top to bottom, every little thing
Right.
in triples and doubles,
Right
and
on.
you're talking.
That's like my Little Pony room.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't need to talk about Tom's brony.
Hey, you know, it takes a man to admit he's a brony.
It does. A
Yeah.
different kind of man.
A man who drinks beer is
kind
what
of
I'm
beer?
saying.
Oh!
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, here the Dogcast is a podcast about beer and games and beer.
Beer.
And we drink actual beer on this podcast for the better or worse, usually by the end of the podcast for worse. But right now, I'm actually kind of thirsty. You know, I told myself I didn't want to drink today. I honestly told myself that when I woke up. I'm like, I'm not going to drink today. And then I'm like, oh.
Silly boy you are.
I'm like, oh, I'm stupid. Come on, it's a day that ends in Y. You got to do it.
Hey, yeah. I see that. I saw one of those posters on the wall at one of the bars I was at in Vegas.
Yeah.
I drink on every day that ends in Y.
Good.
So yeah.
And this would fit the bill.
Speaking of Y,
Let's
raspberry pies. This episode is stuff to do with stuff.
Oh, yes.
We got a raspberry tart because we are a bunch of tarts over here. I was just gonna hand you it, but
thanks, man.
Yeah.
So what do we? Who's it by?
By Wisconsin's own New Glarus Brewing Company out of New Glarus, Wisconsin, Little Switzerland, Wisconsin, Little Switzerland.
In the Schweiz, as they say
in the Schnizzle, in the Schnizzle, y'all.
Yeah.
But yeah. So
it is very raspberry, smelling.
Yeah.
Wafts of raspberry.
Yeah, it's very tart.
Good.
New Glarus are like pros with the fruit beer genre.
They are.
Yeah, I don't usually drink this kind of stuff, but hey, we are right now.
All right. Cheers, buddy.
Man.
All right. Oh, that's good.
The best thing about this beer,
That's really good.
great palate cleanser when you're going from heavy stout to heavy stout.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Stick one of these in between. It's a good way to
In between where?
in between both beers, man.
Okay.
In between.
Yeah. No, this is.
So
I'm down with this.
yeah, it's a tasty beer. Good job, New Glarus.
Yeah. Right on. Right on.
So at Hop Nuts, I did have a porn star buy me a beer though.
Really?
Yeah, that was kind of funny.
Oh my God.
I'm from Little Town, Wisconsin. That shit doesn't happen.
No.
Often.
I mean, lots of strippers, but none that have ever made it
Yeah.
big, to say.
Yeah, never quite went there.
Do you want to? Is it somebody that we know? Is it somebody you can divulge the name of? Or are you just gonna,
I'll keep it disclosed for now.
Okay.
But
Yeah. PM him if you want to know.
Just
what his name
at
was.
Your boy. He had dark hair.
Just kidding.
No. Good people
Rex
though.
Steele.
Good people though.
Dirk Manhorse.
Everyone I met at Hop Nuts Brewing was really cool. They were wet hopping some Citra hops, making some IPAs at the moment.
Yeah.
When I was there, and just smelled like brewing, which is delicious smelling.
It's a good smell.
Yeah.
It's a really good smell.
So Hop Nuts was my favorite. Sin City was the one on the strip. There's
yeah.
several of them.
Yep.
You with a name like Sin City.
We've had Sin City beers on the podcast already.
Nope.
We have not?
No.
What?
Because I don't think they're that big, but out there's 4 or 5 of them.
I've been on every episode. I swear to God. Wow, my memory's gone. Just gone.
Sin City, they only make, I think, they don't do any adjuncts in their beer, so it's all very basic. They make a Guinness replica. They make a Hefeweizen. They make a...
Okay.
It's all...
They tick all the
very
boxes.
basic. They don't add any uniqueness to it. I mean, which is sometimes good, but honestly, they're really boring. So sorry, Sin City, you're boring. And then Banger Brewing was on Fremont Street. They were better. They had some good stuff, but they had a barrel-aged Imperial Stout about to go on tap next week.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
so I was like, come on.
You got to go back.
Of course.
Got to go back. Get that barrel age.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where it's at. Get your bang for the buck.
Banger was cool. They had a good coffee, Kolsch beer.
That sounds good. I'm enjoying me Kolsch's lately.
Yeah, they're easy.
Very easy. Like Sunday morning.
Yeah. Like Sunday morning?
Easy.
Yeah, just like you and me. So, yeah, I hit up 3. That's what I got done out of that. Blue Man Group.
Yeah.
Hop Nuts.
Laying poolside.
Poolside, Shark Tank.
Yeah, being a baller.
Yeah, I was at the pool every day.
Good.
Except for the last day.
God damn it. Good. Good
Yeah.
deal. Yeah. Well, welcome back. We missed you. Boy, did we miss you.
Oh, so happy to be back.
Yes. And so if you haven't noticed, we're standing up today. Doing something a little bit different. Mm-hmm. Because we're gonna get our hands dirty today, Josh. We're gonna build.
Did you bring some glue to eat? I want to
Sniff.
Yeah,
we're past the eating phase. We're adults. We sniff that shit. Come on, we do. So, on the last podcast, we talked about the Super Nintendo basically, as the company saying that
the classics and all that.
how the SNES Classics kind of sold out the pre-orders, and they were being sold online for like hundreds of dollars. You know, these people don't even have them in their hands. There's just the promise of a pre-order. You know.
Yeah.
And so I thought, hey, I think it'd be a fun project to build our own.
Build our own, Tom.
Build our own. Live here on the podcast tonight.
Hey guys, you want to learn? You want to learn this?
We'll learn things, and hopefully I don't screw up. But if I do, you know, I'm sorry. Feel free to ask questions.
Blame me.
Yeah. So a couple weeks ago, I kind of got a wild hair up the old keister, and I'm like, you know, I kind of really wanted the SNES Classic, and I couldn't find it, and so that made me go down the rabbit hole of looking at ways to kind of, you know,
what can you do?
What do you do? How do I solve this problem? Because I'm not going to stand in line.
How do you make it better?
Right. And I asked my friend, good old Google, hey, I've heard a lot about, you know, emulation and different ways to doing it. And I know that from the old days, back in the 1990s or so, when kind of the whole emulating scene was getting going, you know, a lot of time has progressed since then, and so has technology, and there are better ways. Before I was, you know, running games on a 486 SX computer, you know, big old desktop. But now we're going to delve into the world of the Raspberry Pi, and we're going to show you a good, nice, cheap, effective way of making a pretty freaking cool device. So, without further ado, let's do this.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Are you ready?
Are you ready, Tom?
I don't know. No, I'm not.
Okay.
But let's do this. Okay. So, in order to do this, you're going to need a couple things. And first and foremost is you're going to need a thing called a Raspberry Pi, and you can get this off the internet. You can buy them various kits. This kit is a Raspberry Pi 3, Model 3. They come from Model 0 to 3, 3 being
the best?
The newest
the newest
iteration. Yeah. So I'll show you that once we get into building. This is a kit from a company called CanaKit. It runs about $43 on Amazon.
Shipped?
Shipped. If you have Prime, yeah.
That means yeah.
Yeah, you got to have the Prime. So about $43 there, and this kit comes with the Raspberry Pi and an AC adapter. So I would recommend just getting those two things together. The first kit I bought had a whole bunch of other crap in it. Like it came with like an SD card and a sandwich board, if you know what that is, where you can wire circuits. And for our intents and purposes, we just need the Raspberry Pi and the AC adapter. Okay, so you will need an SD card with...
They still have SD cards, Tom.
They do. Micro SD, I should say. And I would recommend... I would say start at 64. You can go as low as 32 gigabytes, but, you know, depending on how many games you want to run or how big your library is, I would say start with 64. That way, you know, you have room to grow.
To work with.
You got a little headroom. 32 will get you where you want to go to, but it might be somewhat limited. If you're only planning on running a couple games or a couple systems, especially like the older systems, like the NES, TurboGrafx 16, Genesis, SNES.
SNES, yeah.
Yeah, you don't need that much. And I think this cost me $25 to $27 at Walmart, okay? Now, you'll need a case. Most people need a case for their Raspberry Pi. So you can either buy a cheap case, you know, basically a piece of plastic, you know, it's kind of see-through that houses this thing. Or you can go real cool and get yourself a one that looks like a Nintendo or an NES Classic, which is the Dogcast approved way of doing this. Okay.
Now, Tom, I have seen people editing these in some of the groups I'm in, and I've seen
It's like a little Nintendo.
Yeah, I've seen people take out like an NES cart.
Yeah.
And take the actual game itself out of the cartridge.
Yep.
And they would fit. I don't know how they wing it, but they'd fit everything in that NES cart.
I've heard of that, and I haven't seen pictures of that yet. But
some of them look kind of shady, shitty, and then some look pretty good.
That's awesome.
But,
yeah. As we go through this, you'll find that, we'll show you how to make the bare bones kind of version, and then from there you can pimp it out 6 ways a Sunday, as much as you want. So there's lots of cool mods you can get for these things, but the process is actually pretty easy. So you'll also need a USB stick. This one's 128 gigabytes. I would say that's probably good. These run like $10. They're pretty cheap. You can get by with a 64 gig too. It all depends on how many ROMs you have, and some little screwdrivers. We'll use that for the case. So, Josh,
Tom,
let's start with taking the Raspberry Pi out of the case. All right.
Ooh, now I want to see what this is.
I've
never seen the actual product.
You got it, man. Here, you want to take it out?
I do want to pull it out.
Okay, pull it out. Open it.
And what is this piece here?
So that is a heat sink, and we can put that on the actual unit once you get it out of there.
Ah.
So, look at that.
Comes in a little cute tea bag with some coffee in it.
You can use it for things.
There is a manual thing. We probably don't need it.
Yep. Right? So we don't need it. For us, we're good. But
Tom's
you can do lots of things with these things. And what a Raspberry Pi is, if you don't know, is it's basically a little teeny computer all on one board. So yep, get it up there. There. That's it. That is almost like a self-functioning computer.
Raspberry Pi.
So you can see it's got USB ports there. It has an Ethernet port. It has HDMI. Right, HDMI output.
Till I die.
I'll tell you, till you die. And it has Wi-Fi on board and Bluetooth. So it literally is.
It's got a bunch of shit.
Yeah, it's got everything you need, and that's because this is the model, the Raspberry Pi Model 3B. So if you get like a Model 2, I don't think it has the Wi-Fi on it, and the Wi-Fi comes in really handy for file transferring, and we can talk about that later.
Ooh.
So here it is. Here's basically the brains. So now that Josh was so kind to take this out of the system, we can put on that heatsink. Do you have that little bag there?
Little baggie.
Okay. Awesome.
Here's your little baggie.
You got it. All right. Here's a little baby heatsink. There's two of them in here. The Raspberry Pi has two chips, two main processors that might heat up a little bit. So, I've read in forums that some people don't actually put on the heat sinks because the adhesive on these is like so thick that they might actually do the exact opposite effect.
Really?
Yeah. But I've been running mine with a heat sink and it hasn't been a problem. So you just take off the backing and then there's a little processor there and we'll just go ahead and affix it.
Like so.
I've got big fingers. You know what they say about a guy with big fingers, right? I don't know. I have no idea. Okay. And where's the other one? Okay. Then we'll get little guy here. Little guy.
Does it matter which direction they're on there, or they just got to go on there?
They're all square, so it doesn't really matter. Whatever, at least to my knowledge, if somebody knows better, please correct me. But, whatevs. This is the way it's going on. So we have now affixed our heat sinks. So now we can go ahead and
install.
We can install it in the case. So this is where the screwdriver
case
comes in, and this is the case itself was also off of Amazon, and it was I think $20 maybe 18 bucks. I can't remember, but way cooler than that kind of case, especially if you're doing retro gaming or.
Most people I see are doing.
Yeah.
This.
It's way better than the bland case. You know, give it some attitude. Make people know what you're doing.
A few stickers in here.
Yep.
Super Kintaro.
Super whatevers. Okay. And yeah, so it just sits right. Just sits right in there. And all the ports line up perfectly. The case was basically literally made for it.
Nice.
Yep. And you put it on top, and now we're gonna have to screw things.
Screw you, Tom.
That's not nice.
Ha ha.
That's not nice.
What
at
about
all.
these these are the same thing, little heat things, or what?
Yeah, those are they provide their own heat sinks, but
You probably want those ones.
yeah, I would say so. Sure.
So, sure.
So yeah, now we got the little screw guys in there.
Little screw guys.
Right on. You're doing a great job.
Thanks. I'm just gonna rip this bag because it's all twisted on top.
You go ahead. I'm gonna drink a sip of this
Drink
beautiful
that
raspberry beer.
Tom.
How are you all doing out there? All right. And for folks listening at home, we're gonna try to be as descriptive as possible, and we'll be talking video games here in between some of these things here.
Care to screw this?
I would love to screw it. Yeah. Okay. I'll take that screwdriver. Just like so.
You're just gonna hold it all tight and snug all together, huh?
Yeah. Where's the other one? Oh, God. All right, Josh.
What's the word, Tom?
All right, so we're gonna pretend this is screwed together because I grabbed the wrong screwdriver size there. But no biggie. We'll get that later. So now that we have the Raspberry Pi installed in the case, we can go ahead and prime our SD card with the operating system that we're going to install. So here we go. All right.
Get that SD card, Tom.
That's right. Also optional, scissors.
Dogcast approved scissors.
Yep. So Josh, you excited about football?
Yeah, Tom.
I heard football's back in session.
We are in they really have us in the time slot tonight. We're heading against going up against Monday Night Football right now.
That's right.
Anybody got the score?
I don't know. I hope the Nielsen's
Fucking Nielsen's.
bear out. We can take Monday Night Football, I think.
Oh, we got it.
Maybe?
We
I
got
don't
this.
know. Okay.
They're going to start airing Monday Night Football around our slots. They're like, these guys don't have a time spot, though. How do we compete?
Right.
I'm like, we go on when we go on.
It's true.
We go off when we go off.
That is the creed of the Dogcast. Okay, so the next thing we need to do, like I said, we need to put the operating system onto the little SD card guy, and here's the little fella right there, so tiny. And these usually come with a USB adapter or some kind of card adapter, so you can put it in a full card slot.
Yeah.
And put it in your computer. I'm going to use this USB deal where you put it in here, and then I insert it into my PC, which I have hooked up right here, Josh.
Oh, like so?
Like so.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tom's PC.
Like that. Now we wait for the computer to recognize it.
Oh,
So if you
select to choose what happens.
Yeah.
What?
I was going to ask, have you seen any movies? You been watching anything lately?
I've seen some shit, Tom.
Like what?
I don't know. Yeah, I saw It. Have you guys seen It?
I have not seen
Where
it.
they all float at
down here.
Down
there?
here, Georgie.
Hey, Georgie.
I
I don't know. I've seen all the memes though, and there's some really, really funny.
Yeah,
funny memes.
I saw one with Ezekiel Elliott, the Cowboys running back.
Yeah.
He's like, hey Ezekiel, I got yards down here because he only had 8 last night. Any Cowboy fans out there?
I hope not. Just kidding. We love you all. We love you all.
So yeah, we do love y'all.
Mm-hmm.
We like Cowboys fans.
I love all of them. You know, all of them.
Yeah.
Even if when they excessively use the words Dak and Zeke, like
You
they're
know, if
like they're
Dak's-
brothers or something. You know, like
Yeah.
I just don't get. Like,
If Dak's name was Duck, I think I'd enjoy him more
Right
as a
on.
player.
yes,
But his name's Dak, and it's like, you can't like a guy named Dak.
you just can't do it.
Or
can't
could you?
Yeah.
Here's where we suck up and pretend, yeah. Okay, so anyways.
Yeah. Okay, so the operating system that we're going to use for our RetroPie, it's what we're calling it, is actually an operating system called RetroPie, and it's free off the internet. As luck would have it, I currently don't have an internet connection to my computer.
Of course.
So what you need to do is you just have to go to retropie.org.uk, and it's like an open source program, and you can just go ahead and download it. And they give you 2 options. One is to download for the Raspberry Pis model 0 through 1, I think, and then the other choice is to download the version for 2 and 3. For us, we're gonna
2 and 3.
do the 2 and 3, and so when we do this, I had already gotten the image, and I actually have to hook up my hard drive, which I did not do yet. So we have to go ahead and also download this other free application. It's called the Win32 Disk Imager. You can get it off of SourceForge. Just Google Win32 Disk Imager, and what this program does is it's going to take that image that we downloaded from the RetroPie site, and it's going to look at our SD card that we just inserted in the computer, and it's just going to write that image to that file or to the card, and the RetroPie is going to think that it is just a full hard drive. So I'm going to go ahead and get my cool little thing over here.
Get your thing, Tom.
Got my thing.
So speaking of your thing, it was a pretty good movie. It's definitely worth seeing.
So it was a good Stephen King movie. I mean, I've heard a lot of good things about it.
I enjoyed it. I don't give a shit what others think, but the one thing I wanted to do was watch the original again.
Okay, the
And
Tim Curry.
I didn't get around to it. I remember liking it when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And it scared the shit out of me because
Oh, yeah.
I was really young when it came out. And,
You know how many people like hate clowns because of that fucking movie? It's crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
It's crazy.
Inspiring film. So,
Yeah, very inspiring.
yeah, I mean, I was trying to think if I like Tim Curry's or the current one more. I forgot who the guy is, who did the new It Clown Man.
Yeah.
Pennywise.
That
I
sure is a
forgot.
creepy freaking clown.
I liked them both, though. I mean, if you can be that picky. A lot of people I heard tell me, but the old one was actually so bad. And I go, I remember liking the old one. So
Yeah. Now,
made me kind of want to go back and watch it again.
does the new It, that doesn't go all the way to the end of the book, right?
No,
That's what I heard.
No,
It's kind of
it's
just
the child.
it's a childhood part. Yeah.
Spoiler, even though big whoop, but
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
the childhood part. So I think there's 2 parts. Oh, wait,
What?
no.
What happened?
What I've
What
heard,
happened, everybody?
3 parts. What rumor I heard, I don't know if this is true, but I think the next one's supposed to be how Pennywise became Captain Pennywise.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't believe there was, I mean, there's definitely some story, but
Sure.
they didn't have a full movie on that. But
Yeah.
could be good. Could be interesting. Hopefully it's awesome. But we'll wait and see.
I'm looking forward to it because there's so many, there's so many Stephen King books that are great books for the most part, and then I don't know, it's just so hard to translate them into a movie that's believable.
We didn't talk about it last time, but we did see Dark Tower. Your diagnosis?
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. I'll get to that right after we go over
All
after
right,
this
Tom.
section.
Next scene.
Okay, so I
step.
plugged in my hard drive. I have the file here that I downloaded from the retropie.org.uk site. It's this file here. It's about it's a 616 megabyte download. It extracts. You can unzip it, and it's about a 2 gigabyte file. So this is what we're going to write to the card. It comes in the GZ format when you download it, so you have to download.
GZ?
Yeah, download an extracting tool like WinRAR or 7-Zip. If you do a lot of unzipping of files or zipping of files,
7-Zip things.
Is
7-Zip.
7-Zip is good. I already had 7-Zip on the old computer here, so we're good. So what we're going to do is we're going to write this now, and to the disk. This is our Win32 disk imager. Free software that we downloaded, and it's real easy to use. You just ask you for the image file here, and you're like, okay, let's go find the image file. And right here, Raspberry Pi, and here's an image file. Boom. All right, and now it asks you for what device you want to write that image file to. So,
what device is that, Tom?
it is Drive E, Josh. Thank you very much for asking.
Drive E.
You get the new beer, the next beer. That's your prize. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to write. We're going to write this image to that device. It's really easy because you just click the freaking write button. Are you sure I want to continue? You say yeah. You say yeah.
Yeah, you want to continue.
Boom.
Georgie.
All right, so now we just wait for a little bit. And I'll tell you, Dark Tower can suck my fucking balls. Seriously. I don't know if anybody's read the Dark Tower books. You know, for the later ones, okay, they might have some issues with the story. But I love that series. And I don't know what... I mean, I understand that it's really hard to put those books in to make a movie, okay? But I don't know what they were trying to do with Dark Tower, the movie.
Yeah, I was
Besides set up the miniseries. It was like a paid, it's like a trailer or a pilot that you had to go pay for. It seemed like
something that had a lot of stuff going on that it needed to be a 3-hour film shoved in a 90-minute.
Right.
And then
oh, God.
The other part of the movie that sucked was the drunk guy, the drunk asshole sitting in front of...
What are you telling me, man?
Sitting in front of me.
Oh, well, an actual drunk asshole.
Yeah, ruined the whole film kind of already. But
shouting out spoilers?
Yeah, he saw the
He
movie.
ruined it more than Matthew McConaughey
He was yelling. I couldn't hear him completely, so I was trying to focus him out.
Mm-hmm.
But, and like, you give him the, come on, shh, the fuck up, really, That's what I mean.
Right, yeah.
And then everyone else is kind of asking, "Hey, can you quiet down?"
Right.
Like he just fucking who gives a shit? It's a $4 movie. He's like what the fuck, dude?
Who does
chill.
that? Who does?
Like no, it's a $4 movie or not. This is my time. Time is money.
Yeah, you paid money to see this movie.
Yeah.
Where
so
Common Protocol says shut the fuck up.
I missed the whole ending because of this.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know if it mattered at that point, but
no.
And then he storms out the fucking theater like the asshole he is.
Right.
And he slams the door and then kicks it as he leaves. I'm about to storm up out of my chair and make sure he doesn't fuck with the workers there.
Right.
But like, no.
That's
wouldn't let me.
Dude, that's insane, man. That's like.
Yeah, but.
So
yeah,
you just left?
I never. No,
or he was just
left.
belligerent. Okay, yeah.
He left, and but he was a total dick.
Well, I think the movie was only like 88 minutes or 80 minutes.
Yeah,
really
hour and
short,
a half, roughly.
Like, for a
series.
Yeah,
it wasn't.
Yeah,
it felt like it could have been good if they just didn't do it right.
No,
they just didn't do it right.
It doesn't really follow the story of the book. They're making their own thing, and that's a shame because the first 4 or 5 books in that series are just fucking awesome. It's like Lord of the Rings on acid, you know.
Yeah.
But I would totally recommend everyone go read the books, and you know, even if you don't give a shit about the Dark Tower, like that just wasn't a good movie. I don't know if you like Matthew McConaughey was like just over the top.
I didn't like that he was in it. I just didn't like that he was in it.
No, it was just I don't
mind him in movies, but I mean,
I don't know.
I prefer him as the Lincoln car commercial guy, saying random shit,
just driving.
Yeah, just now the encyclopedia, the deluxe and
You ever wonder if unicorns read the encyclopedias? You know, like that's the McConaughey I want. Give me the True Detective, Matthew McConaughey.
Still never finished that first season.
Oh, really? Did you start watching it though?
A long time ago.
Oh, dude.
Still have it on.
That's like one of my favorite.
Still have it on there to watch, but
favorites. Yeah, and the fact that it's just all one. It's like one big 8-hour movie, you know? Like it's just there's a second season, but don't watch that one either.
So yeah.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, our write to our SD card was successful.
Success!
Took about 2 minutes and 4 seconds. So we're going to click OK. I'm going to go take it out of the oven, a.k.a. the USB port.
Oh, shit, Tom.
Oh, computer humor, huh?
Oven?
Oh, God. Oh, God.
USB?
So now we got the brains. We got the brains of our Retro Pi right here. And now we are ready to plug it in. But before we plug it in, we need to refill beers.
I've already done that, Tom. You were yabbing shit and stuff and saying things.
Yep.
Here you go, buddy.
Another thing we're going to need is a controller. And right now I'm using Xbox One controller, and it's going to connect via USB to the RetroPie because we need something so we can navigate the menus when we boot it up.
Tom, what controllers are all functional with this?
So many, like a lot.
Almost anything with a USB adapter?
Almost any, literally.
So PS3, PS4.
Yep, if you have a USB, it has Bluetooth in it, and so it can connect to Bluetooth controllers. So the PS4 controllers, you know, you can go ahead and connect them to that.
So chances are you already have the controller.
Yep, and there's a bunch of companies getting in on the whole like emulation scene and making custom controllers. So this one is from a company called 8-Bit Do. This is highly regarded as a good controller. I'm still trying to get it to work 100%. There's some finagling you got to do, but it's a Bluetooth, so it's wireless, and it emulates, you know, an SNES controller. And it's got the analog sticks here, but it's got a good feel. And
analog
triggers
for the arcade games, say, if you want.
Yep, analog. Yep. So it's got like pretty much all the buttons of a Xbox One controller. You know, just in a smaller form factor, a little more retro, and it looks cool, and it goes good with the NES look of the Retro Pi. So, okay, now.
Okay, Tom.
We're gonna take out the AC adapter here, guys. Look out.
Oh, what's the deal with this? Oh, whoa, Tom. Is that an AC adapter?
This, Josh, is an AC adapter. AC Slater from Saved by the Bell.
Looks just like him.
Oh, Mario Lopez. Oh, God. Oh, God.
So while you're talking about the AC adapter, we are still on the New Glarus brewing cycle. We're sticking with the tart.
Oh, give me that tart.
We got a cherry stout from New Glarus.
Sweet. Wow, this is a fruity fucking podcast.
The Red Thumbprint series. Don't worry, Tom. Things are going to get a little bit dark soon.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
And deadly.
I can't wait. I can't wait. Okay. So now you plug the AC adapter right in here. Make sure it's the right way. Thank God we haven't been drinking. Boom.
Nicely done, Tom.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Now we got the AC adapter in there, hey?
Oh, yeah.
Now we take our little baby SD card and we insert it right into the back here
I always insert it in the back, Tom.
That's gross. Stop it. Stop it. Okay. It goes in right here. It's like a little cartridge slot. Just like that. Put on its cover. It's shy. It's very, very shy. Modest. Okay. We plug her in. And I
plug it in.
And I have an HDMI cable connected to the TV already. So we're going to connect that. And I'm going to switch over to the right input here so we can see what's going on when I turn it on for the first time.
I can't wait to see this, Tom.
Oh, God.
What's it going to do?
It's going to explode. It's really going to explode.
Do you have room there with all the cables and such?
You know, I'm going to make room. Just make sure it doesn't fall off the table.
Don't fall off the table. Nintendo thing.
Nintendo. It's a cereal now. Okay. Now it should be plugged in.
I see a power in the back.
And you can tell it's got a little power button there. Okay. So
Tom.
So now you sit, and there it's booting up all the data that we put onto the that SD card for the first time.
Now does this do this every time?
There is a little bit of a boot up screen.
Yeah.
Not for the first time. Takes a little bit longer because it's configuring things and initializing things. So it doesn't take as long.
That's cute. The cupcake joystick thing.
It is cute. I like cute things. All right. So while this is happening, have you been playing anything lately?
Tom, I've been playing stuff. A lot of stuff just going back and forth and playing for small periods of time. Stuff I've been nitpicking at.
Yeah.
But I did finally go back and I beat Gears of War 3.
You did?
Couch played it with my buddy Stoobs. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You crested that mountain.
Yeah, so I knocked out, Gears of War 1. Thank you, Mike Clark, for showing me Gears of War.
Yeah. Shout out to Mike.
Gears of War 2 is my favorite. Definitely beat that.
Right on.
Then we beat 4, and I'm like, hey.
We did.
I was like, we're about halfway through Gears of War 3. I think it was like 4 or 5 years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So went back and finished it.
Holy
and it was
shit.
a good, what are they? The Lambics? The
Lambent.
Lambent.
Razor Hail.
Lambics is a type of beer.
That man went lambent. Yeah, the Lambents. Good for
Yeah,
you, man.
yeah.
Gears 3 was a good Gears.
Yeah.
Sometimes it gets a bad rap. I don't know why.
No,
but
that's Judgment that gets the bad rap.
Oh, that one gets a horrible rap.
I heard they changed controls and that was the big thing. But yeah, I bought Judgment for like $2 at a used store once, and I'm like, I just never went back and never played it, never bothered.
Yeah,
but
I'm glad you got back to that.
Yeah.
Now you know the whole story.
Yeah,
up to this point.
What? Who is it that dies? Is it Dom?
Dom.
No.
No.
Saw some things saying
Dom,
saddest
you fucker.
saddest moments in video game history, and that was one of them.
Not really.
The acting was so good, Marcus Phoenix. You know?
Yeah, but a meathead dies in a meathead war game. You know,
I'm gonna do this. For...
I'ma do this. I'ma do this. I'ma do this. All right, Josh. Welcome. Our Retro Pi is now active. It's thinking, just like the Dreamcast. Yeah.
Can you play Dreamcast games on this?
Oh, I think you can. I don't know how well they run, but I haven't delved that far in yet. So here's the welcome screen, and this is why we needed to connect a controller, because it's going to prompt you to configure a controller.
Yeah, you gotta eventually connect it at one point.
And it knows what controller it is. It said the Xbox Elite Pad, so now we just go up, down. It'll prompt you what buttons are what, and you just go through the motions here. Left, right.
What if you accidentally just mashed everything?
Then it'll set it to anything, and it's a pain if you.
So you need to press the proper button.
Yep, So when it says
7-Eleven.
Yep. So when it says left thumb and right thumb, that means you're actually clicking down on the left and right. So we go down, left, right, up, down, left, right. Okay. Boom. Here we go.
Here we go, Tom.
Here we go. We're this is the RetroPie main menu.
Hear me flow.
So from here, I'm going to do another optional step, and I'm going to connect it to Wi-Fi. And this is the configuration menu, so you can configure the Bluetooth, and all this other some of the emulators. So we're gonna go ahead and go here.
All right. Ooh.
Connect
to Wi-Fi. Huh?
Yep. So here's my Wi-Fi pass or network, and for this you might have to hook up a keyboard if you have a password protected, network like I do. So. So we're gonna connect.
If you're the kind of asshole that doesn't want to share your internet with everybody.
Right. This isn't, a communist state here. Okay. So I'm connected. Now the RetroPie is online. Johnny 5 is alive.
Oh.
No disassemble.
Input.
Need input. All right. Let's go to... Okay. Boom. All right. So now that we have it running, you probably want to play a game, is what I'm assuming. Is this true?
Tom, we want to play a game. What game?
All right.
Wait. Are there games on there?
It does not come with any games.
I know.
And this is their disclaimer that the whole emulation thing is a big gray area of copyrights nonsense. We do not condone stealing, pirating, any kind of games. The games that we play on this one here are all games that we own, and you're legally obligated to emulate games that you already own. So by law. But if you do a little Google searching, who knows what you can find? You might find a way to fill this up with just tons of games. I don't know.
Maybe.
That's the rumor on the street. So here's a cool thing to get you going. And I mentioned before that there's a way to hook this up, to Wi-Fi, and then where you're able to wirelessly transfer games from like a computer in your house over to back and forth between the RetroPie and your computer, which is really nice, and that's the way I would recommend to go. But if you're just getting started, you have this USB stick, which was one of the ingredients. This guy right here. Now, if you put it in here, you just stick it in the guy there, in the RetroPie, and you'll know the light's going to go crazy. So what it's doing right now is the RetroPie is writing to this USB stick a whole file structure that we're going to use, and
Let's use that, Tom.
It's pretty cool. So you might want to wait a minute. If you don't have one that has a light on it, you can usually, if you do have a light, you can tell when it's accessing and kind of when it's done. Right now, it looks like it's done. Kind of the light's steady. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and take that out. And now we're going to put some games. We're going to get some games on here. All right?
Let's put some games on here, Tom.
Let's put some games on this guy. All right? So we're going to go back to our computer. Yeah. All right, so Gears of War 3.
Gears of War 3.
Anything else?
Yeah, I may have dabbled a little bit in the Night Trap, but let's hold on.
Okay.
We did get our copies of Night Trap finally.
Yes, thank you very much. And a little collector card, too.
Ooh, yeah.
It was hot.
It wasn't Fleer Ultra, though.
Yeah. All right, so USB sticks going back into the computer, where I have the ROMs that we're going to play here, okay? I have them neatly in a folder. So let's go ahead and look at this USB stick now, huh?
This US
the UFC.
beef stick.
You gotta plug in the keyboard. Back. Yep. All right, just plugging the keyboard back into the computer because I only have this one because I'm a poor boy.
Chico.
I know. First world problems. Okay. H. Dogcast R. Okay, these are our ROMs. All right, what did not run?
So what's the newest game that you've played down here?
Oh, I missed a step. Guys.
And then what do you do in these steps?
So you have to write... I forgot. On your USB stick, you have to start with a folder called RetroPie. And you have to create this folder yourself. So all lowercase. So it's RetroPie, all one word. PIE.
PIE. So
Yep.
Raspberry Pi is with just an I.
That's right. Raspberry Pi is just an I.
So what is with this discrepancy here?
I don't know. This one makes me more hungry. That's just me, though. Okay. That was the dumbest thing I've ever said. Okay. So let's try this again.
If you're talking about pizza pie.
We're going to put the USB stick back in the RetroPie right now.
Speaking of, shout out to Evil Pie out in Fremont Street, Vegas.
Evil Pie?
Yeah, really cool place with, played some good music and good pizzas. Pizza with rattlesnake sausage. Really good place. I just want to...
I'm really hungry now.
Okay.
Just the hungriest. Yeah. I did play a game.
Tom.
For the PS4. I played a game. Anybody like Uncharted? I played a game called Uncharted Lost Legacy. It's kind of like the standalone expansion to Uncharted 4, or the next chapter. And it's the first Uncharted game that doesn't star
Nathan Drake.
Nathan Drake. No, because he's...
P.I.
I mean, I'm not going to give away spoilers, but he's not spelunking anymore. Okay?
No.
He's not doing that. You know? If you finished Uncharted 4, you'd understand why.
I didn't finish that one yet.
Okay, well, whatever. Anyway, this game is really good. It's not as long as Uncharted 4. It stars... it's like just the right length. It doesn't go to as many places, but it's a more focused kind of adventure. And it stars Chloe Frazer in the lead role. She was in Uncharted 2 and 3.
Ooh.
Wasn't really in 4, and everyone was wondering, why. And I don't think this really answers it, but anyways, this takes place in India after the events of Uncharted 4, and the game is... I said this about Uncharted 4, but somehow... I don't know. Naughty Dog, the developer, is like the best in the business. This game is freaking just absolutely beautiful, gorgeous.
Better than 4.
Yeah. And well, this is the first one I actually played in 4K with, on a PS4 Pro.
Yeah.
So I didn't play Uncharted 4 on that, and I know they kind of redid the graphics to kind of bring it up to, Pro or 4K standards. But seriously, this is like one of the first games where I just sat back and looked at some of the vistas where you're looking into this big valley with these huge like elephant statues, and it's like, holy shit, it looks phenomenal. And as with all Uncharted games, the acting is great. The story is there, but the characters are just really what make the game and the whole series ticked for me. So I would definitely recommend playing this. And even on its own, I mean it helps if you played the other Uncharted games. You get a lot more background, and it also pairs you up with one of the antagonists of the last game, and you learn a little bit more about her, because in Uncharted 4 she was kind of just an ancillary character. You're just kind of like, well, she was kind of useless. Why'd they even put her in here? But she's in this game, and yeah.
Awesome. She's in it.
She's in it. Yeah, Nadine. the head of the mercenary group in Uncharted 4. So go play it. It's not that long, but it is a healthy thing. Yeah. Okay, great. Brandon demands subtitles. All right. So now we're going to revisit our stick here. You know what I'm saying? And I think hopefully we have our file structure now. I'm going to put this back in the computer.
All right, Tom.
What? Listen to the pretty sound of recognizing the drive. Let's try to get it. There we go. Okay, so I created this folder called RetroPie. RetroPie. And now, if you look inside of it, there are more folders.
Ooh.
Weird, right? So the one that we are concerned about are the ROMs. And there's a BIOS folder here, and that's for if you want to emulate systems that require a BIOS. So like Neo Geo, PlayStation, TurboGrafx CD-ROM. You need to have a BIOS file to get those games to work. So, but we're going to look at the ROMs here, and this also has another file list here, and these are all of the emulators that come kind of pre-configured, ready to run in the RetroPie. So you got Arcade, Atari 2600, 7800, Atari Lynx, Game Gear, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy, Neo Geo N64, Genesis, you know, a lot. Sega CD, PlayStation.
Yeah.
So we're going to look at our ROM list here. And I got an NES game, an SNES game, and an N64 game. So we just have to put them in the respective folders. N64 here. Just going to copy them over. Exciting. This is exciting.
Look at that.
Yep. All right. SNES? Yes, because we have to. All right. Boom.
That Super Mario World.
Yep. Boom. And NES. Just like that.
NES.
NES. Nintendo Entertainment System.
My favorite of all systems.
That's right. Okay. So we placed our ROMs in the USB stick. We're gonna take it out of the computer, and we're gonna put it back into the RetroPie. And now, what it's gonna do this time, it's gonna read those folders and then transfer all the ROMs that you put on the stick into the RetroPie. That is correct. Yes. And we're gonna switch it over
to HDMI 4, Tom.
HDMI 4.
In which the RetroPie is
Right.
on.
You exactly right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, Tom.
Wowee. Okay. So that should be done. And then we just remove the stick. And what we're going to have to do is reset. We're going to reboot the emulation station here. So we're going to quit. And we're going to restart emulation station. We just have to, that's basically the front end that, you know, we're navigating through, and then when you select the system, it fires the necessary emulator in the background. So
And when you restart,
it shows you, it says, oh, we've got a Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, all these games. And, you know, it only displays the systems that you have the games for.
Yeah.
So, hey, we got a Nintendo ROM here. We have Super Mario Bros. 3.
launching.
And boom, there you go.
I was going to sing the Mario 2 song.
You can sing it if you want. All right. So here you go. Here's your Super Mario Bros. 3. You don't need no NES Classic for this, yo. I don't know what the buttons do. There you go.
Tom's
I did that on purpose, man. Did you want to play it all?
No.
Okay.
I'm being professional over here.
Okay. And Super Nintendo. So that's basically it. That is all you need to do to get this thing up and running. Oh, you want to sing this song too? And things are shaking now. It's okay. It's cool.
Oh, we got Shaking Tom.
Yep. All right. And then see what we got here. We got another beer?
Tom, we got another beer.
Oh, shit. What do we got?
One of the few beers I brought back from Vegas.
Mario.
It's me! He wants some fucking beer. I want a beer.
Pull his stupid nose. So,
I'm not going to molest the man.
From Joseph James. I didn't have a vehicle, so I wasn't able to go around and, search. I only packed so much in my suitcase. So I brought a 4-pack of the Joseph James Imperial Stout.
Yeah.
So we're going to see how this bad boy is.
Right on. I have come to a realization, Josh, that I really like Imperial Stouts. A lot.
They are kind of the kings of beer.
Like,
sorry, Budweiser.
When I lay down at night, when I'm playing on my RetroPie, I like just to, just lay back and, enjoy a nice Imperial Stout. I think maybe it's because they have a lot of alcohol. That's probably it.
It's very tasty.
But they make you feel warm and fuzzy, and I want that.
Yeah, they're so well done, tasty.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So well done, tasty, huh?
So well. Yeah.
All right, let's do this.
Yeah, let's.
Hey, man. Cheers.
Cheers to Las Vegas beer.
Oh, that's good. That's good, too. You got a lot. You're like 3 for 3 tonight, dude. Good job.
Hey.
Yeah.
Cheers, my buddy.
Cheers, buddy. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying cheers.
It's a 9.3% ABV.
That's nothing.
60 IBUs.
That ain't nothing.
On the bitter scale?
No.
Oh.
Nice, man.
That
How
bottle,
dare you?
That bottle be a little sticky.
Yep. Whoa, dude. Well, thank you for the beer, Josh. It's very good.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Yes. And so there you go. This is the RetroPie, and we built it in less than an hour. We were jibbing and jabbing.
Jibba jabbing.
It's
I really love that game.
Jib Jab?
Mario 64.
Mario 64? Oh, yeah,
I've
man.
never played it all the way through either.
Yep. Okay, so this is like the bare bones to get it going. You can pimp these things out to no end, and it's really cool.
Are there any pimping things you'd like to talk about?
You can. I was gonna say you can download like box art, but they have like whole different skins. So instead of just showing this band here, they have different like really cool menu screens that you can change. I kind of like this for some reason,
I dig it, yeah.
Yeah, but
Looks
you can
good.
go in here and scrape your games, and that means just it'll go and get you all the box art and the descriptions for all the games.
3.5 rating out of 5.
That is bullshit.
It said that about 6-4 too.
That's
not even the right one.
not even the right. No.
Oh, come on, guys.
Come on.
Oh,
Come on,
whole
Games
thing's
DB.
a fail.
Yeah. So there you go. Now you have your box art for your games, and you're up and running.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you have any questions on how to build these, feel free to let us know.
Holler at your boy.
Yeah. If you want, if you're looking to
People
have one
still
built
say
for
that?
you, PM us. We can make that happen. So we'd love to. And yeah.
Uh-huh.
So I got mine over here. We can plug this in.
Ooh, yeah.
Because I have been playing some games.
Tom, what have you been playing?
I will show you this game that's been blowing my mind. And it's a game that came out in like 93 or 4.
I know what game it is.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
I do.
Okay. I believe you. All right, we'll let that boot up there. We'll let that boot up there.
Hey, boot up there.
We'll just let that
I need to watch Strange Brew again. Just saying.
You do. I've never actually seen that.
Oh, man. Rick Moranis. All day long.
All day long.
Uh-oh, Tom. What'd you do?
I don't know.
What'd you do this time?
Just breaking all the stuff.
Full screen.
Yeah. So this is the one I've been running, and I put a 200 gigabyte file or card in there, and I think that might have been overkill, but I've been able to load up some.
How much is a 200 gigabyte, Tom?
That was I think $75. So I mean that's not bad.
But you're already set.
But I'll be set for a while. I mean until I really want to delve into emulating on my PlayStation games. Those take up 300
Now
megabytes.
I played emulation on the old Xbox, PlayStation games, and PlayStation games do not run very well. On there at all.
Yep.
So I'm hoping this probably has it down a little better.
I hope so. I haven't tried it yet. So yeah. So these are the systems I got on here right now. But the game that's been blowing my mind is this one, and I've kind of gone like the last 2 weeks.
PC Engine.
Yeah, so this is the PC Engine. This is TurboGrafx 16. I've been going back and playing Castlevania games. So from the 16-bit era. So Castlevania 4, Bloodlines for the Genesis, and they've been awesome. I mean, they've really scratched the itch. I'm just like,
I never played any of the SNES 16-bit ones.
Oh, really?
I've only played NES and a few others.
Yeah, and
I'd like to play them through.
They're great. I mean, going back to Super Castlevania 4 for Super Nintendo was kind of it plays a little slow, but it's still great because the enemies are huge, and with the with emulation you can do save states, so you can just save wherever.
Yeah.
And that really helps you, so you don't have to go back to the beginning of the level when you come to like a boss or something. You can just immediately just like. Whoop,
let's be honest.
Go back.
We just want to play the game sometimes and just
exactly
play it through. We're not competing always.
Right.
So
I had never played this game.
I've never played TurboGrafx 16.
Oh, really? And like this was blowing my mind now. I guess I was trying to put myself back in the mindset of the early 90s me, because I did have a TurboGrafx, but this game never came to the US, but it was always the one that
Dracula X. That's on Genesis or SNES too, right?
A version of it is, but it's
a
version, but this is
the better.
I think so. Yeah, like it's
graphic wise or just gameplay in general.
Graphically, the Super Nintendo one was a little brighter.
Yeah.
But this one was great. I mean, it starts out in German with Japanese subtitles, so you know it's going to be awesome, right?
Yeah. Dracula X.
But the music, this is the first time that Castlevania music had ever been on CD or CD versions, and holy shit, it is so fucking good. Like, so good.
I hear that chant stuff.
Yeah, it is. It just made me want to cry.
My name's not AAA, Tom.
I'm just saying. But I mean, if I would have had this for the TurboGrafx back in the day, it would have been like game over, man.
Let me guess. To actually own this nowadays is a fortune.
To get the actual TurboGrafx version, yes, I think that, or the PC Engine version, I think that's a very pricey import. It's been ported to a lot of systems like PSP. I think you can get it on Virtual Console now for the Wii, the fucking Wii even. But I had never played it, and I was like really excited, more excited than I've been excited to play a game in a long time after playing the
Ryu's in it.
Yeah, yep. It's like Ninja Gaiden Vania, but I've been fucking loving this, and also I've been dabbling in Chrono Trigger because I never played that for the Super Nintendo. That was a little bit past my time with the Super Nintendo. I think I graduated to Sega Saturn at that time, so it came out towards the end of the life. But that's always been like an RPG that people were like, "Oh man, you got to play Chrono Trigger." And I started playing
Chrono,
Chrono, whatever. But I've been really, really digging that too. So, yeah, baby.
Prologue.
Yeah.
Get him, Horsey Rider.
And if you ever played Symphony of the Night for PlayStation, the end of Dracula X is actually where that game starts out.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's so good. I love it. It's like the last time a Castlevania game actually played like an actual Castlevania game. So. Oh, that's not nice.
Ooh, that's not nice at all.
But yeah, go ahead, check it out. And yeah, good times.
Great times.
Right on. So yeah, Josh, I think we were pretty successful today. Maybe?
I think our Dirty 30 could have been way more dirty. But
well, it's not over yet. Do you have any suggestions?
Nah, I ain't got shit, man. It's my first day, yeah.
Right. Okay. All right. We'll keep it cool for everybody.
Sly, sexy, and etc.
But yeah, I know you had a birthday.
Yes,
recently.
I did.
Happy birthday!
Hey.
So the Dogcast just turned 30, and you just turned 28 or 7. I don't know. I don't fucking know how old you are.
My 21st birthday, guys.
Good job, and. I want to give you this.
Hey!
Happy birthday, Josh.
That sounds wonderful.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
I'll screw it together.
I was going to say, do you have screws with it?
Don't worry. You'll get it.
Oh, that's
you get
awesome,
all screwed together.
Tom.
You bet, man.
I'm excited.
Yes.
I'm going to play with this.
You better. And think of me.
Sweet.
Think of me.
See, guys, it pays to have birthdays and no Tom.
That's right, baby. All right, kids. Well, I think that's a fucking podcast.
It's about a podcast, Tom.
We can play some Castlevania.
Hey, so right here, right now.
So, right here, right now. And that's your guide to building a Raspberry Pi. Like I said, if you have any questions, let us know. Lots of videos out there on YouTube, and it's really easy. I was floored out of how easy it was to...
I've always heard it was easy, Tom.
Yeah, I should have asked you. You would have...
I just heard it was easy. I never built one. I'd never...
Right.
Yeah.
But it is. We're here to tell you. You've witnessed this. Good job. Good job, man.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess, from the Dogcast. Oh, one thing I wanted to say is if anybody out there listening is looking for a Nintendo Switch, the Dogcast has a brand new one in the box. Super Mario's coming out next month, so get on that train. That looks fucking awesome. Mario has nipples. It was just revealed this last week during Nintendo's Direct presentation, and you need to get on that shit because that game looks fucking amazing.
Yeah,
it
looks cool.
If anyone's looking for a Nintendo Switch and is having trouble finding them, let us know. We will be able to hook you up.
He might be able to arrange something.
I might be able to arrange something. So, it's got the colored controllers, if you're cool with it, but it's brand new, never been opened. So.
Ooh.
And on that note, this is Hair the Dogcast saying, adios, amigos.
Vámonos.
Yes, until 31.
It's a long time from now, Tom. We don't want to get into that.
No, that's right. Okay, who knows when it's going to be? Just kidding. 2 weeks.
2
All right.
weeks. 2 weeks.
Take care, everybody. I'm getting set to press buttons here.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Dogcast.
All right.
Likes you. Love you.
We love you. All right, I'm pushing the fucking button. No!